Welcome, Mr. David Doctor. Located right here in Bowie, Maryland. Honey, child. Lord, and look at this child. The weed doctor was getting fancy today. Okay. Child, I had to go put a praise on. Okay. How many of you guys had a wonderful and fabulous day today? Child, now the weed doctor did something she had no business doing. Now let me see if we can add on some. We had this daggone video for y'all. Child, this don't make no. Okay, let's see. Media assets. All right, bam, pop, Buddha, pop on thing. Okay, child, the weed doctor about to go in her storage. We're going to be giving some quick and fabulous tips today, honey. And we're going to be showing you guys, how to take care of your hair. Praise the Lord to tip. Praise the Lord to tip of Instagram. Okay. So we're going to talk about some real live hair loss solutions that actually work. And I know a lot of people nowadays, honey, they trying to find everything they going on. Yeah, some of y'all going on Craigslist trying to get some shea butter and coconut oil and castor oil, and somebody done got up underneath their daggone armpit and think your daggone hair gonna grow back. Okay. So that's why the weed doctor's here to show you some daggone tips. All right, there's a lot of information out there. And one of the main contributors to hair loss, which a lot of people do not realize, is inflammation and also having too much DHT within the actual scalp and body. Too many androgens are creating this DHT. Now, I believe this. Now, the weed doctor may pronounce this word wrong, but DHT, I believe, is dihydrotestosterone. Okay, I got it right. All right. And so this hormone, and that's why a lot of people deal with what they call male and female pattern baldness. And it starts right in the middle of the scalp typically. And there's different forms of hair loss. There's about, and this is just some of the basic common forms of hair loss, probably like 7 to 8 different forms of hair loss. And then on top of that, there's so many different subdivisions. And a lot of people don't realize also hair loss also can be caused by your lifestyle. Okay, so if you're stressed out all the time, I knew some buddies, remember they started getting a very stressful job and they started to lose a large amount of that of their hair. And that is called alopecia areata. Okay. And so it's so many different things. It could be environmental stressor. It could be some things that you're eating. So a lot of people are eating a lot of things that could be causing inflammation within the body. And we already talked about it before we started today. The main causes of hair loss are from inflammation and DHT. Now, of course, if you're wearing those tight braids, like the weed doctor does all these reaction videos, and some people, may be a little sensitive about our videos, but it's really here to educate people on what to not do. Because some of these styles long term can cause damage. For example, if you wear excessively tight ponytails, if you're getting your hair relaxed every 3 to 4 weeks, come on now, you guys. This is not going to promote the healthy hair to produce from your hair follicles. And so today we're going to talk about some brief different of these things have been proven. A lot of these things have been proven through a lot of studies and through the FDA that are proven ways that we grow your hair back. Now, you guys, if you want to book your hair free hair consultation, brief consultation, you can do that as well. And also at purevirginmain.com, we are offering some of our products as well. But we're going to be focusing more, and we're going to be showing you a clip a little bit later on. So that you can, if you want to, register for our consultations and purchase some of our hair growth products that are all natural. All right. And our products are not like a lot of people out there on the market. That's why some of them are a little expensive because they are very potent in all organic materials. Okay, it's not a lot of people could even say that they're using organic oils processing as they're doing this. So this means free from chemicals. All right. So we're just going to briefly go over some of the different treatments and the effectiveness of it. That's why it is imperative if you're dealing with hair loss and alopecia for you to stop in the name of love and go to a trichologist and a dermatologist. Because if you don't, it's going to get worse, especially with the alopecia areata and the scarring alopecia. It needs to be treated almost instantly or within a short amount of time. I've heard a lot of success stories from my clients. So even though some of them have went to the dermatologist and got some of them very painful shots up in their head and got all shot up, it's in the early stages. A lot of times you can prevent a lot of this alopecia from getting worse because with that scarring alopecia, to me, it's just like a virus. It just keeps spreading and it starts to impact other follicles that are in that region, in that general area. Some people may, they watch a lot of things online and wonder, is my hair going to even grow back anyway? Okay. And it can, but you need to be under the proper supervision and you need to detect these things on the onset. Don't wait until 15 years later and you thought your hair was not going to, thin out anymore. And then you see it drastically has. All right. So I'm just going to go over some of the things that the trichologists do, especially me as a weed doctor, the holistic trichologist. We're going to be coming out with a book. We're already coming out with our nutrition protocol book because we've been running into some problems. Some of you guys are not being good, okay? We keep telling you that nutrition has a lot to do with your actual hair, okay, and the lifestyle. If you're one of those people who can never say no to anybody, you are stressed to the max. Don't you know that cortisol in your body can be converted into DHT? And that is the main hormone that is causing hair loss. That's why the weave doctor loves to advocate people to do CBD. In some cases, medical marijuana, if they have to, going to get massages, exercising, walking, doing meditation, deep breathing exercises. All of these things are imperative. Finding out how to set boundaries in your life. They have a lot of books. That's a very popular one that's all over the internet right now. And it's focusing on setting boundaries in your life. If you don't set boundaries and you let people run you up and down with responsibilities, baby, you ain't gonna be able to grow no hair. Okay, check. So, anyways, and some of these things also, there are a lot of different supplements, but that's where you got to schedule your mini consultation with the weed doctor. We can tell you more. And look underneath our bio and underneath this web page. It should already, for this video, already have some of our different links, our automatic links. All right. So we're just going to briefly go over some of the different forms of proven methods. And this is, I'm reading from some of my trichology books that I took. I've been certified for the last couple of years now, and I've been doing a lot of holistic work for some years as well and making products for a while. All right. So there is the laser. The laser treatments, the laser therapy. Now, again, you need to go to a trichologist, make sure they use the right specific amount that is great for regrowing hair back. And some companies, such as myself, sell these devices. That's why the weed doctor, we're going to be giving out more of our products. We want to be let people try more of those products so that they can start regrowing back their own hair from home if they want to. All right. And so, anyways, the lasers are really, really good. It actually does something called photomodulation, where it's actually mimicking the sun, the production of the sun. And so, it's really, really good. Kind of like how your body creates vitamin D, from staying out in the sun. And a lot of people believe that reduces inflammation. Got a lot of studies on that. And so, if you're using different things like laser caps, those are very, very highly effective and it has a 93 to 100% percentage rate on bettering your actual hair condition. Now, is it going to make you look like when you was 15 years old in the peak of your prime? Okay, baby, probably not. But that's why the weed doctor said you need to stop alopecia as soon as you get it. All right. Now this form, that laser to me works for just about everything. Now, in some cases, for those who have a lot of scarring going on, scarring alopecia and alopecia areata, some of those things are going to be more tricky, and you're going to eventually possibly going to change your diet. And so many people out here do not want to change their diet and lifestyle. They want to stay up all night, eat sugar, drink alcohol all the time, and wonder why they're dealing with all these deficiencies. Another thing a lot of people don't talk about is when you are stressed, you are depleting your body from the essential minerals that are required for hair growth and just for your body to have stamina and energy. That's why some people that stressed out all the time, all they can do is just sit around and lay up on the couch or the bed. Okay. So guys just want to watch this thing out. Now, this is the next one we're going to talk about is the minoxidil. That is a proven method, even though that's not my favorite, because with minoxidil, it is a continuous cycle and you cannot easily get off it without it causing you to lose hair. So that is something that you want to look into. Be very careful, even though it has an 85% rate. Now, you could be one of those people that say you're going to use minoxidil. Child, you're going to ride or die with that minoxidil, okay? Because once you pop, the fun don't stop. So you're going to have to then keep using the minoxidil in an indefinite manner. So most of my products that I try to sell and endorse do not include minoxidil because I don't want to get you guys stuck on it, child. Get you hooked up. All right. Now, and that's another thing, while you're doing your hair loss treatments, even if you're going to a trichologist after 1, 2, or 3 years, there still is preventative maintenance. You still have to use the anti-inflammatory and DHT blockers on a consistent basis. And especially if you're somebody who refuses and fight with the weed doctor to change your diet, because we do that as well from the holistic approach, then you're going to need to get on some supplements. And we currently do have supplements available. Now, there are some that are free from any type of, I guess, what is it, mercury or shellfish. So they have some that have shellfish. I really try not to do that one as much because shellfish has a lot of mercury. And the weed doctor is not only a trichologist, but a holistic practitioner, the mineral balance and science practitioner. And with that being said, we studied on the adverse effects of heavy metals being built up in the body. And so so that's why it's important to get your hair analysis. So we offer that. That can be done virtually as well. That starts at 175. And if all we need is about a teaspoon of your hair. And for example, one of the big contributors to hair loss with the minerals is copper. A lot of people have a bio unavailability, so they're not fully absorbing it, or they could be toxic. They have too much issues with that. And so a lot of people that have that, they're dealing with fibroids, they having hormonal imbalances. They're going through a lot of changes, having periods that are not stabilized, maybe severe cramping, all those types of things. So that is a sign that you're dealing with some hormonal issues. All right. And these things can be changed or at least modified through your diet. So that's something that you guys want to look into. I know a lot of people don't, especially sometimes people of color, we don't want to go there, but that is how you get the party started. So that's why the weed doctor's gonna start selling the supplements for those out there and encourage you guys. Another thing, if you're not gonna do the supplement, I mean, if you're gonna do the supplements, that's good too. But also look to incorporate enough protein in your diet because a lot of people now are going vegan. And your hair it needs protein. There's a lot of different, I think it's like 16 or 19 different amino acids that is required, especially create the formation of hair. So that's very, very, very important. All right. So the next thing, okay, that's on the list. We just read the different things. Marine extract, successful, and that I believe can be found in hair products and also in supplements. Now, again, if you are dealing with some some shellfish allergens, and you probably that may or may not work for you, but that's proved to be 85% successful. Also, the DHT we were talking about blocking, that's about 90% effective. So go to your trichologist. They have things that are online, but not all these things are proven for the DHT blocking agents that you need to reverse the hair loss. Next thing is vasodilation. This is now, Tashani, this is funny right here. This is kind of like what a lot of men is using, when they getting of age and they can't get, you know, uh, you know, get it up anymore. And so pretty much it's producing blood flow to the scalp. And this can be done on a milder version through massaging the scalp. And also, if you go to trichologists, like at the hair loss clinic at Bowie, Maryland, we have a lot of different oxygen therapies. So it's bringing a lot of blood flow to the scalp and oxygenating the hair follicles as well. And another very important thing that we started doing recently is we're doing the scalp analysis and we're giving away a scalp detox. So with the scalp detox, it's going to open up the blocked follicles. That's why, even if you feel like, well, what's the point of me trying to regrow the hair back if I'm just going to put a wig on? Because you are, with the main form of alopecia that's very popular, the most popular one that's out nowadays, the male and female pattern baldness, that one miniaturizes your hair follicle. So you're not going to be able to overcome that by just you buying products that's online on Amazon. You need to go to a trichologist. They're certified hair doctors. We're not medical doctors, but we're holistic practitioners. And that is going to help to break up the sebum production. And because a lot of times, if the sebum is not working properly at the hair follicle level, that is one of the issues with the miniaturization of the hair follicle, and that causes the actual hairs to then become so minute. That's why a lot of people don't understand how they once had this thick hair. Now it's just the strands. So not just the density that is gets affected too as well. But then, with that being said, your actual child, your hair start to get boneless. I know you guys been seeing that. They be talking about having a boneless ponytail and all this funny stuff. Your hair actually starts to reduce in the circumference. So your hair might start off like this with two strands, imagine the two fingers, and now it went down to this, or down to the daggone fingernail. Okay. So that's why, it's important to get these hair treatments because it is breaking these things up. And a lot of it is infused with B vitamins and different things that are essential for healthy hair growth. Another thing is that if your hair follicle is blocked, you are not going to be able to receive oxygen to the scalp or nutrients of any kind. And the process of alopecia and hair loss is just going to progress more and more and more. All right. And so then we talked about hair nutrition. We talked about that already. Got to get your hair analysis and the scalp cleansing and hygiene. We got to be seeing these people online. I got to find me some more nasty videos of people who do not take their wig and weave down for a whole year. And there are studies that show that people who do not shampoo their hair often, they get more shedding, more break, especially if you're not keeping up with your hair trims. And they are more susceptible, especially very kiki curly hair women are more susceptible. This making you have more likelihood of having alopecia. Especially for those who are dealing with seborrheic dermatitis and psoriasis. These conditions, if they are not treated properly, if this sebum is not regulated and the bacteria that's on that scalp, you will be more prone to receiving alopecia, and it can be permanent in some cases. So if you have any type of scalp problems, stop trying to get the apple cider vinegar, baby. Let the apple cider vinegar go. Go to a real holistic practitioner that does this, went to school. I know we have dermatologists out here, but the hair trichologist gives you a regimen. The dermatologist just shoot you up with drugs on your scalp, and they use some of these different type of agents that are can't be used for long terms for a long period of time. So you have to be very antibiotics and different things like that and steroids. These things is not good for long periods. So that's why you need to go to trichologist. It's like a hairstylist for hair loss or for just scalp and hair care. With that, your clients can have a beautification with their hair, or you can have beautification. You can reduce hair fall. You can start to increase the actual but instead of you having these large gaps in your head, you can start to fill up the density in your hair by going to a trichologist. Now, again, if you have severe issues, you're not going to fix this in less than 3 or 6 months. So you're going to have to do ongoing procedures. Now, they both thank God that most of them are painless. We all started doing the microneedling and stem cell activity treatments as well. Those are costly, but those are great for those who are dealing with severe alopecia. All right, so these are just some of the tips. You guys want to find out more? Inbox the Weed Doctor. Call the Weed Doctor. Don't be talking no trash, child. The Weed Doctor gonna hang up a phone. But I hope that I was able to describe to you what all is entailed with we growing this hair back. It's more than just getting you some cuckoo boo boo Bantana oil from Dr. Sabi. That's part of it, but it's a whole type of system of we growing the hair back. And I'm stressing for you guys. Make sure to look into nutrition. Nutrition. The Weed Doctor's going to be ranking a book also for this. So maybe look out within the next year. The Weed Doctor got to get that book together, maybe or less, to get this book out so that people can understand. We're going to pretty much tell people and educate all with all these videos a blueprint on how to regrow that hair back. And you can have the knowledge for yourself so that if you do go to a trichologist or a cosmetologist or dermatologist, you know what to stray away from. You know what the things that actually are working out there and not just some hoopla that's thrown up in the air. All right, so we're going to do our little advertisement and we're going to talk to you guys later. And to regrow your hair back? Do you want to find tips on what is causing your hair loss? Make sure to book with the DMV Weave Doctor, a certified trichologist and holistic practitioner and cosmetologist. Book now. Are you looking to read? And we're selling at purevirginmain.com. We're doing free consultations, but also we have the hair growth oils and all that good stuff. And these are not your regular oils that a lot of people are buying. These are very potent. Some people they're going to the factories, they barely got any juice up in there. They ain't got no strong, potent enough herbs in each particular bottle. So we make sure to infuse these things. They've been tested on people. It's probably been at least for the last close to 20 years been using this and haven't had any adverse reactions. Thank God yet. Okay. All right, so I hope that was able to help you. Child, now that we've talked about to get her some Jamaican food. Okay. Give me some Jamaican food, honey. I went to Mezzy today. I tore that food up. I got my vitamins in. I hope that you guys got your healthy salads in, like the weed doctor got. And that's another thing. For hair growth, we need these minerals. So you got to eat green leafy vegetables. If you sign up for the holistic program, you need to be getting at least 5 cups. Purchase your measuring cup. They got them all over Amazon. At least 3 to 5 cups of steamed vegetables. And I'm not just talking about broccoli, actually steamed mixed vegetable greens. Okay. And those things are packed with potassium. And a lot of people that's dealing with diabetes and high blood pressure could use that because a lot of them are having deficiencies of potassium. All right. So make sure to load up on those green leafy vegetables. All right. We'll see you next time. Bye. And inbox us for more ideas or for different content to post. Thank you and have a wonderful and blessed evening.